Today's recipe is for a fresh and creamy cherry tomato sauce that will make your gang beg for more. And in only 5 easy steps.
There's nothing like freshness, especially when making pasta sauce. It's Connie's own recipe.
We're starting by adding enough extra virgin olive oil to the bottom of a preheated pan. Once the oil is up to temperature, add 2 cups of onion that has been coarsely chopped. Season the onions lightly with kosher salt and pepper. Spread the onion so it tenderizes evenly, until it becomes slightly browned and sweetened with caramelization. Make sure to lower the temperature once the onion becomes desirably caramelized, before adding our fresh garlic. We're adding 6 medium-sized cloves that we have chopped. Salt and pepper the garlic lightly. It should only take a few minutes for the garlic to take on the necessary heat. You'll know because the garlic will take on a lovely fragrance. Then mix the garlic and onion. Now that the garlic and onion are both tender, we're adding our butter. Remember to keep the temperature at a low-medium setting. We don't want to scald the butter and turn the garlic bitter. You can adjust the amount of butter depending upon your taste, but we're using 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. You can almost sense how the ingredients are absorbing the creaminess of the butter. To add some flavor depth, we're adding a half teaspoon of Sriracha sauce. But feel free to use your favorite pepper sauce. And to add some complexity and desirable uniqueness, we're adding 1/2 teaspoon of dried chili flake. Chili flake differs from red pepper flake, in that chili flake has the characteristic of multiple layers of heat, while red pepper flake gives off a constant heat. But feel free to substitute if you don't have dried chili flake.
Here's a technique that is a real time saver when you need to cut cherry or grape tomatoes in half. Place the tomatoes between 2 small shallow plates. Then use a serrated knife, like a bread knife, and carefully slice the tomatoes in half through the separation between the 2 plates. It doesn't get any easier than that.
Thanks Vince for that tip. Next, we're adding 2 cups of cherry tomatoes that we've halved using Vince's tip. Mix the tomatoes evenly so that they all get even exposure to the onion, garlic, and butter. This should take about 10 minutes under a low-medium heat. When the skin of the tomatoes begin to separate and shrink, you'll know they have reached their time. And that's when to drop the pasta. To the tomatoes, add 1½ cups of chicken broth or stock. And follow up with 1 tablespoon of paste, or powdered chicken bouillon. You'll find that using chicken broth and bouillon add an enormous amount of flavor than just plain water. Then add 2 tablespoons of balsamic, or apple cider vinegar, which creates another distinct sweet, acid layer of flavor. Then 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. It will help as a thickening agent, while adding intensity to the tomato flavor. Want to see our next new recipe? Click the subscribe button.
And also please give us a like. It generates revenue to support the channel.
Now that all the ingredients have regained a slow simmer, we're going to add the final element. It's 3 tablespoons of sour cream, but we suggest using Mexican crema instead. Crema is thinner, but has a higher fat content than conventional sour cream. This helps avoid curdling, particularly when adding it to a little heated liquid first, like we're doing here. But more importantly, crema has a more refined taste. While it's slightly sweeter, it has a little more tangy taste, due to the lime juice used in making it. Now we're going to transfer the sauce to a blender for its final step. This step is what really makes this sauce a sauce. Be careful. You're handling something very hot, and may want it to cool a little first. Allow everything to blend thoroughly. It should only take a couple of minutes to turn it into a smooth and rich sauce. Make sure to clean the pan of any trace of the ingredients before adding the blended sauce back to the pan. Pour the mixture back in the pan, and make sure the pan temp is set to low-medium. Now that the pasta is just short of being al dente, we're going to transfer the pasta right into the pan with our beautiful sauce. We're using a spider to join the two. Don't worry about any pasta water that may transfer over. There isn't really that much water to affect the sauce. Once the transfer is done, we'll make sure that the pasta is thoroughly coated with sauce. Here's your list of ingredients that will feed 4 hungry adults. We'll start with 2 cups of sweet onion coarsely chopped, 6 cloves of fresh garlic finely chopped, 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1/2 teaspoon of crushed chili or red pepper flake, 1/2 teaspoon of sriracha or your favorite hot sauce, 2 cups of cherry tomatoes cut in half, 1.5 cups of chicken stock or broth, 1 tablespoon chicken bouillon paste or powder, 1 pound of your favorite tubular pasta, 2 tablespoons of balsamic or apple cider vinegar, 4 tablespoons tomato paste, 3 tablespoons of Mexican crema or sour cream, kosher salt and coarse black pepper, and of course, extra virgin olive oil.
And for a hard copy of these ingredients with complete directions, use the download link that's in the Show More section. This is one of our group's favorite pasta sauces, and it's Connie's own original recipe.
You may want to drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and some Parmesan cheese. Then garnish each serving with a little fresh basil. Bon appetit! Here are a few more tips and recipes that you may find interesting. Also, check out our website, aquickrecipe.com, for more interesting cooking ideas.
Thanks for watching. See you next time on our YouTube channel, A Quick Recipe.